Hello and welcome to my channel. Now, after Diddy settled with Cassie, I thought the only repercussions we were going to see was the destruction of his reputation and a negative impact on his businesses. But just 2 days ago, TMZ posted a video and photos of him looking solemn. So this caused a stir on social media because a lot of people claimed he staged the photos so that he can manipulate us into feeling sorry for him. Let's just see what I'm talking about. He goes looking sick, as if he has a stomachache, putting his head in his hands. And then the article read, did he just officially put his whole Kasi saga to bed? But it seems it's all still at the forefront of his mind. That is, if these pictures of him looking stressed are any indication. A lot of people went on a very popular Instagram page to make their thoughts known about that Diddy appearance. He said there, Diddy's calculated. He had someone to take these pictures. He knows how to manipulate the media. My trust issues so bad. These pictures look staged. It's giving he wants to look stressed. In quotes. Let me act sad for these cameras real quick so they can feel sorry for me. Another one say this is the worst stage pictures I've ever seen. Another one yawn. This is nothing but a photo opportunity. Wait, hold up. Let me look like I'm going through it. Action. Oh, this was strategically put out, I'm convinced. Another one said, I used to be a billionaire. Not all I got is at 900 million. That's a person who thinks Cassie was paid 100 million. Oh, Diddy is a Scorpio. This is staged. This is how I look on the toilet telling God I won't eat whatever made my stomach hurt that bad again. Then another one. Now, out of all the wild parties, crazy stuff we've had going on at his home, we've never seen pictures. But now suddenly, this is at his private residence. Yeah, that's a very good observation because if he lives in a fortified compound, how did paparazzi manage to get shots of him looking sad? People are still talking. So there's a third party that gave an interview to Daily Mail, and this person actually revealed some very disturbing information which confirms what Cassie was alleging on her legal suit. Let's just see what the person had to say. That's Cassie's friend. Recalls witnessing the moment Diddy ordered Cassie reverse her 2009 breast surgery. So, according to the insider, the music mogul was behind the idea and did most of the talking during a consultation at the doctor's. But Diddy would later become furious with the results and demand he meet the surgeon to have the implants reduced the very next day. Talk about a control freak. So, years before being accused of hiring ex girlfriend Cassie and forcing her to have sex with prostitutes, rapper Sean Diddy pressured the singer to get breast implants, only to order her to have them removed the following day, despite the plastic surgeon's warnings it could harm her. The Daily Mail has learned. A source close to the former couple recalled her horror witnessing the exchange, which saw Cassie, fresh from surgery, crying but silent as the Bad Boy founder demanded celebrity surgeon Dr. Frank Ryan immediately remove the implants despite the serious health risks. Speaking exclusively to Daily Mail, the witness said, Diddy thought they could go right back into surgery like now and then take them out. And Dr. Ryan was like, no way, trying to explain to him that we should wait at least 6 months to see how it heals because she was just opened up. But Didi was like, no, they've got to come out. Call who you need to call. They've got to come out. The witness who spoke on the condition of anonymity said the discussion took place shortly after Thanksgiving in 2009 at the office of Dr. Ryan, who died the following year in August of 2020 when he accidentally drove off a cliff in Malibu while sending a text. So you can see Cassie over here was flat chested, and then I think this is after the surgery. So the inside source said she did not speak out at the time to avoid causing more problems for the couple. But that calculus changed last Thursday when Cassie, whose full name is Cassandra Ventura, filed the bombshell lawsuit accusing the hip hop mogul of controlling and abusing her over a decade. The singer claimed Diddy had plied her with drugs, viciously beat her, forced her to have airs with prostitutes, and watched and recorded the encounters. I never thought Cassie would ever come forward to talk about all of this, the source told the Daily Mail. When she finally did yesterday, I was like, thank God, I'm so happy. She has the courage to do what she's doing, and I was more than happy to come forward myself to describe the level of abuse that I saw she was enduring. But just a day after the lawsuit became public and the insider spoke to Daily uh, Mail, Didi announced that the two had settled the lawsuit. But the witness to the 2009 episode in the plastic surgeon's office, meanwhile, shared her account to help corroborate one core contention of Cassie's lawsuit that Didi was deeply controlling. I've always been traumatized myself about what I saw, the witness told Daily Mail. To me, watching this, it was just so cruel, so horrible. She was treated like a rat. It was literally like her voice was snatched and there was nothing she could do. That if she started standing up for herself, she'd be in trouble. She knew to keep quiet and go along with whatever he's saying. Reps for Combs or Cassie did not respond to Daily Mail for comment. The latest allegations seem to align with the narrative depicting Diddy as a controlling partner in Cassie's lawsuit, as well as claims by other associates of the couple, including rapper Young Jock, who once recalled how the music mogul was behind her dramatic makeover and edgy hairstyle in 2009. So, in a resurfaced video clip that has since gone viral in the wake of the lawsuit, the 43-year-old rapper, real name Jaisal Amon Robinson, explained how he witnessed the moment Didi ordered Cassie to shave half her head after being inspired by a woman's haircut at a club. Um, Young Jock recalled Cassie's alleged meek response. She said, well, whatever Shan wants, I'm going to do it. Speaking on Diddy's role in Cassie's boob job that same year, the witness said she first became concerned during the initial consultation when he accompanied her to the appointment with Dr. Ryan. The doctor had treated a host of stars, including Hedy Montag, Gene Simmons, Shona Sand, and Vince Neil. Describing the office visit in 2009, the source recalled how Didi had done nearly all of the talking during the consultation. He presented his vision for Cassie's breasts as she stood topless before them and had photos taken of her body, she said. It was him talking about what he wanted, the witness recalled. She was like his doll, like a dress up doll. She had a flat chest. He said he wanted a full shape, sexy but not too big. The source said that typically patients speak for themselves. That makes me wonder if it's Didi or Cassie who signed the forms before the surgery started. Usually, men act like I just want her to be happy, even though they know it's for them, the witness told Daily Mail. Men are usually kind of quiet in these consultations. It was out of the ordinary that he was doing all the talking and she wasn't saying anything. She appeared meek. She was more like a Stepford wife, agreeable, amiable, but quiet. Dr. Ryan, excited to have the famous rapper in his luxurious cosmetic surgery office on Brighton Way, was proudly and confidently agreeing with everything Diddy said, according to the witness. He just got into his artistry mode, the witness recalled of the surgeon, who charged $16,000 per procedure. He was describing how great the outcome is going to be, how confident he was about achieving the desired results. The surgery took place weeks later in another location, with Cassie being released in the evening. But according to the source, Didi was furious with the results. The very next day, he wanted to meet Dr. Ryan and discuss having the breasts removed for a smaller size, the source said. He said they were too big. Dr. Ryan called the witness, expressing alarm and wanting her to be present for the meeting. He wanted me there, she told the Mail. He needed some support. He thought there would be strength in numbers, with me helping navigate him through this. During this visit, Cassie quietly sobbed as Didi railroaded the surgeon, the source said. It was the day after surgery and she looked like she was in pain, the witness said. The plastic surgeon tried to talk sense into Didi, she said. The doctor was shocked and seemed like he was going to piss in his pants, like, what am I going to do with this? The source said. He was trying to hold his ground that uh, this was never going to happen, assuring him that we can get to that desired result, but that we need time for healing. He was saying there's a lot of swelling now, but it will go down, she recalled. He said, you're seeing a lot of swelling and a lot of fluid, but it will go down. But Diddy just wasn't convinced and kept saying, no, they've got to come out. Dr. Ryan succumbed to the pressure. Oh, poor Cassie. Okay, I'll get my team together and we'll take them out, do a smaller size, the witness said. He felt bad for her and it was sad. It was just so sad. And while this was all going on, Cassie was not talking at all. She was crying, visibly traumatized, but she wasn't saying anything at all and just going along with whatever he said. She wasn't advocating for herself or for the boobs at all. And he, Didi, was not comforting her at all. Privately, Dr. Ryan told me this was mutilation, that I can't even believe this, the witness added. He was saying, poor Cassie, this is awful. The source said the doctor rushed to get the supplies and a team together and performed the follow up surgery within a week. Oh, the witness said she never saw Didi or Cassie again. She kept silent until now. And then that's the document which I did at length in one of my videos, which I'm going to attach at the end of this video. So she said she's proud of Cassie for going public, reading the lawsuit with interest. I'm not surprised her body was not her own at all, she told the Daily Mail, because in that moment I witnessed it was not her body. It was his body to be dressed up and enhanced the way he wanted. If somebody doesn't respect somebody's body being cut up, I can't imagine he cared much about her or her body in any other area of her life, she continued. She deserved to have agency over her body and to reclaim her dignity that was lost in that relationship for whatever she endured. Said before the settlement was reached, Diddy's lawyer, Ben, said Cassie had demanded 30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship. Cassie's attorney, Doug, meanwhile, told Daily Mail on Thursday that Mr. Combs offered Miss Ventura 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of this lawsuit, and that she rejected his effort so she could give a voice to all women who suffer in silence. Diddy vehemently denied all of the offensive and outrageous allegations. He can deny all he wants, but you can see from the reaction of people, nobody believes him. The tone changed after the settlement was reached. Then that's the statements which they gave after the settlement. Cassie's lawsuit, however, has already caused considerable damage to his reputation. Within hours, an interview with another ex-girlfriend from 2019 resurfaced, with the model Gina Hyun telling a controversial blogger that Diddy had stomped on her stomach and repeatedly punched her in the head. Yeah, but the funny thing is, this Gina is always there at speed dial, because whenever Diddy has a public girlfriend, Gina seems to be always in the background. Then the story carries on. In another resurfaced interview from 2014 in New York Magazine, Kimora Lee Simmons, ex-wife of Baby Fat founder Russell Simmons, accused him on threatening to hit her when she was pregnant. The pair, who met in 2005 when she was just 19, split in 2018. The lawsuit claimed that just before the end of their relationship, Diddy forced his way into her home and urged her. Those details about Cassie's relationship and Diddy, which I covered on the video I'm going to link. So the rest is just the details which are on that video. So about, and it seems like she's in great spirits now. She was photographed going to her parents' house in Connecticut. Let's just see her happy face. Hmm. There she is, smiling. I hope her heart is smiling too. Post for his devious acts wasn't enough. It seems like he's going to have another hit on his pockets, because other lawsuits connected to his companies have been filed. So his former executive manager has been sued as well. Let's just see what he's being sued for. And the reason why I'm saying Diddy's pockets will take another hit is because Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, and Combs Enterprises has been listed as co-defendants on this suit. So let's just see what. So you can see there, Diddy's former Bad Boy president has been sued over assault and grooming allegations. So it reads, the former president of Shan, Bad Boy Entertainment Company, has been sued over allegations of grooming and assault, it has been claimed. Just days after the rapper settled a lawsuit from ex-girlfriend Cassie, after she claimed she was a victim of violent behavior, the ex-employee has accused Have Pierre, that is the former president of Bad Boy Records, of preying on her on multiple occasions. According to the paperwork filed in New York County Supreme Court, obtained by Rolling Stone, Pierre is alleged to have groomed, exploited, and assaulted his assistant over the course of their working relationship, leading to physical, emotional, and psychological injuries. So it seems like everybody from the top in Bad Boy Records had an appetite for assaulting people who were beneath them, rank wise. According to paperwork filed in New York County Supreme Court obtained by Rolling Stone, Pierre alleged to have groomed, exploited, and assaulted his assistant over the course of their working relationship, leading to physical, emotional, and psychological injuries. Their named staff member, known only as Jane Doe, claimed that he assaulted her on multiple occasions between 2016 and 2017. Pierre used his position of authority as plaintiff's boss to groom, exploit, and assault her, the document states via the outlet. Pierre engaged in a year-long pattern of grooming the plaintiff, leading to harassment of plaintiff and assault, as well as the exec. Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, and Combs Enterprises were reportedly listed as co-defendants and have been accused of negligence and gender violence. So it means if they don't get Pierre, the individual, they have to get all of Diddy's showbiz related businesses. Defendants knew or should have known that Pierre was unfit to be in a position of authority. So if Pierre actually is actually guilty, it means the person suing him will get damages from both Pierre and Diddy's companies. The documents are thought to say, adding that those involved failed to properly supervise Pierre. A spokesman for Bad Boy Entertainment told Metro in a statement, "We have recently become aware of a lawsuit filed in New York by a former employee. The allegations are from many years ago that were never brought to the attention of the company. Neither the plaintiff nor the executive are current employees of the company. We are now investigating the allegations, and our top priority is the safety and well being of our employees." Oh, this thing is not going away. So the troubles don't end there. So Macy's, who were selling Diddy's clothing line, Sean Paul, have just made an announcement. Let's see what the announcement entails. The Macy's, Diageo have also made an announcement that's going to affect Diddy's businesses. And also, there's an employee at Revolt who has decided she's not going to associate herself anymore with the media platform because she has a podcast. So let's just see what they had to say. So the first one is Diageo cites Diddy R claims in renewed push to keep him out of tequila ads. So these Diageo guys entered into a feud with Diddy, I think around July over Ciroc, because all along we've been thinking Diddy had shares in Ciroc, but because of that lawsuit, it was revealed that he was just an overglorified influencer. So let's see what they had to say. So Shan Didi, who settled R and abuse allegations with singer Cassie last week, faces growing scrutiny in the midst of his push for to refresh and expand a business portfolio he spent decades cultivating. In a letter filed with a New York court on Friday before the settlement, the London-based spirit maker Diageo cited the accusations to bolster its months-long effort to prevent Combs from serving as the face of De Leon Tequila, which he has run in a joint venture with it for a decade. The letter came after a series of lawsuits Combs filed against Diageo, whose other brands include Johnny Walker, Don Julio, and Smirnoff. In May, he accused the company of pigeonholing De Leon and Ciroc, the vodka he fronted for 15 years, as black brands for urban consumers, allegedly violating a nickel treatment provision in their contract. In a subsequent October complaint, Combs said Diageo had blackballed him from the spirit industry over his racial discrimination claims, which have been put on ice until next spring. He alleged in last month's retaliation suit that the company was sending him the message, "Speak up and you'll be punished." Diageo ended the Ciroc partnership over the summer, saying at the time that Combs had breached his contract, but the parties are still feuding over the use of up to $15 million in advertising and promotional budgeting, some of it for De Leon marketing next year. It seems like Diageo has an upper hand now. In recent months, Diageo has argued in court documents that Combs' accusation of racism, which it denies, have already made him an ineffective spokesperson. The new public and disturbing accusations against him risk devastating and permanently damage the tequila brand, the company said on Friday, adding that one influencer had already asked to cut ties with De Leon on moral grounds. In its court letter, Diageo pointed to a statement by Combs' lawyer to the New York Times, indicating he was aware that Cassie wanted to expose details of their relationship for at least 6 months before they emerged publicly. That period, the company said, happens to correspond with the pendency of Combs Wine's original lawsuit against Diageo. Diageo declined to comment beyond the statements in the court documents. A spokesperson for Combs didn't comment on the Diageo dispute, but said the decision to settle with Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra, does not in any way undermine his flat out denial of the claims. He is happy they got a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best. But you've seen the public does not believe Combs at all. He can protest his innocence all he like, but nobody believes him. So, in the days since the R accusations emerged, scrutiny of Combs and members of his business circle have intensified. On Wednesday, the music label Bad Boy Records was sued along with its parent company and former president. Have Pierre, I've just read that story. So, um, on Monday, a co host of a podcast on Combs Revolt Media Network announced she wouldn't participate in a third season. Uh, the lady said, "I'm an assault survivor and I cannot be part of a show that's supposed to uplift Black women." Well, Diddy leads the company. Don Montgomery, who hosts Monuments to Me, a podcast about Black women issues and successes, posted on X. So that's her post over there. So Montgomery told NBC News that she empathized with Cassie's allegations. I cannot sign back on and say that I want to be paid to do a podcast where a few of the episodes were probably going to reflect this conversation, she said. Didi and his people could never do anything towards me to make me feel like I needed to continue to be quiet. Revolt didn't respond to a request for comment. So, all interviews with Combs' associates addressing his alleged behavior and new comments critical of him have circulated on social media. Some users include the phrase surviving Diddy, an apparent reference to the Lifetime docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, which featured accounts of women who accused the R&B artist of abuse over several decades. Kelly is serving time in prison for multiple S crimes convictions. At a performance in Los Angeles last week, the singer Keisha dropped lyrics referring to Combs in her 2009 hit TikTok, whose opening line mentions him. Wow. The pushback follows a flurry of business moves by Combs over the last 12 months. He announced in September that he was returning publishing rights to some bad boy artists, telling Variety he was doing the right thing by making good on plans in the works since uh, 2021. Several artists criticized the offer, saying they'd been they'd been asking for the rights for years, but were unlikely to earn much from music that was more profitable decades ago. That's true because the young people are consuming a different kind of sound. So, and I don't think the young people really buy music like we used to those days. In February, he rebranded his Combs Enterprises as Combs Global to reflect his evolution. I smell a rat there. I think maybe he was trying to extricate himself from this lawsuit because Combs Enterprises was listed as a defendant. So, as a business leader and a bigger vision to build the largest portfolio of leading Black-owned brands in the world, the venture includes Empower Global, an e-commerce marketplace launched in 2021 aimed at supporting Black entrepreneurs. The refresh came 3 months after Combs agreed to acquire a pair of cannabis operations in a deal valued up to 185 million at the time, but the plan fell through in July after the merger that would have spun them off collapsed. In May, Combs rolled out a new R&B label, Love Records, as part of a deal with Motown Records, under which he released his fifth studio album in September. I think he was trying to kill Bad Boy Records that way by opening a new company. Combs, whose net worth has been estimated as 1 billion, shot to fame in early 90s. Um, so the other affected business is the Shanjon streetwear label, which he launched in 1998. So Combs sold the bulk of the brand in 2016 for an estimated $70 million. Then he bought it back from its bankrupt owner for around $7 million 5 years later. So a Macy's spokesperson said the retailer had begun phasing out Shanjon starting this fall in a move unrelated to the allegations against Combs. Other major sellers of the line, including Nordstrom and Saks of Fifth Avenue, didn't respond to requests for comments. Neither did Shanjon's parent company. So that's, uh, I think Macy's have now found a good reason to drop that brand altogether sooner rather than later, because after all it was a failing brand. So some crisis communications experts said Combs' quick settlement of the abuse claims could blunt further damage to his brand and businesses. I don't think so. I think his name is in the trash can. Diddy avoided much of that pain by getting this thing resolved quickly. I don't think he resolved it quickly. He should have resolved it before the court papers were made public. Um, so, and I don't think the celebs who used to like being seen next to him will want to have anything to do with him. And I highly suspect Diddy is going to become a recluse because nobody is going to want to be seen with him. So I hope he gets that deliverance, because that's the only way he can continue leading a somewhat normal life. So I don't know what you people think. Just let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm going to link the 2 videos I've done on Diddy at the end of this footage and below. So like and share this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.